Hello, welcome to another episode of Mark 2 Golf Stories. Once again we're here with the GTD, aka Old Smokey, and this is part 2 of the video where we try and cure her of her dirty habit. We've got some new parts, so we're going to try and fit them on the rocker cover, see if we can get it all back together, see if we can stop it smoking. So let's do it. So I'm just going to whip this pipe back off, have a look at the turbo, make sure the blades are spinning in it, because I've noticed that I can't actually hear the turbo spooling up. That could be to do with pressure thing. So let's have a little look. So this is the turbo back here. Quite a bit of oil on that actually. Where that's come from? Probably come from this pipe. So I'm just going to slip this back off. Whip this off again. It's not been tightened, has it? Yes, it has. This has been tightened. So let's remove this intake hose. So remove this hose, and there we go. Gives you access to the turbo here. Now let's see if these blades will spin with the finger. Yeah, you can see. Does turn, but it's not as free as I would expect. Turns out. So let's pop this hose back on. Under there. Tighten this up. Make sure it's nice and tight so we haven't got an air leak. If there's any sort of air leak, then the turbo's not going to get the correct pressure and it's not going to spool up properly. So that's on tight. That's on tight. That's on tight. Let's take these off because they sit on the outside of the rocker cover. We do, we're getting all this shit off here actually. So we've got these Scotch Brite pads. Just be careful when doing this so you don't get any bits going inside the engine. Let's put this cloth in there actually just to catch anything and we can brush it over the edge. Okay, that's all the old gasket off here, so we can put the new gasket on and get the rocker cover back on. That'll be nice, won't it? Right, let's do that. Okay, so here's our new rocker gasket. This is the upgrade. So on these, it's normally a cork gasket and you have a separate half moon seal, but I've got this one here, which is rubber, and it has the half moon built onto it. I'll put the part number for this in the description below, but this should give a bit of a better seal to the old one. So make sure you get it on in snug all the way around. It's especially important in this area around here, otherwise it's going to be throwing out. Is that wrapped around? throwing out some oil. Yep. Should help tighten up as we put the rocker cover on. We've given this a bit of a clean inside. This filter was completely clogged up. You know, if you held up to the light, you couldn't see anything out of it. So we're giving that a cleaning with a load of degreaser and water and giving it a wash. And you can see through it now, because obviously there's a breather pipe that goes on top of here. And if that's totally blocked up, then there's going to be a bit of pressure going through that, I think. Would make sense. Anyway, so the bit that goes on here was this rubber, which, as you can see, this one is the old one, was completely shafted. But we have a new one, and I will be putting the parts for this in the description below. So if you need one of these, please have a read. And this just pops in the top here. You know what, this is going to be much easier on a flat level surface. So here we go, that's on there, and of course this sits on top of it, so it should hopefully be tighter when it was. Oh, I mean, that's a lot tighter going in. In fact, it's right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's that part replaced. That goes on this side first because it sits under this divot here. Okay. We've managed to, we couldn't find one of these, so what we've done is we've put a rubber glove over the hole there. Take the finger from the rubber glove, cut it off, end off, put it over here, and then put loads of tape on it. So that should be nice and tight now. It shouldn't let any air in. And as always, start at opposite corners and work your way in, making sure the pressure's even all the way around. We're just going to do these to hand tight. Don't want to over tighten them, as you'll squash the gasket. Tight, 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 tight. Don't forget to put that on. Okay, they're all on. Right, back on the there for that. Right, let's get this pipe back on. I'm also going to replace the pipe that goes from here, the butterfly valve, to the turbo. With this is the old one. I've got a new one, so let's get that on as well. Okay, lovely. Let's get that intercooler on. Trying to find where this fucking thing goes. It's got a central bit, but ain't no fucking sensor for it. So for the moment, it's just staying there. I can speed it off actually. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's complete the circuit on it. Okay. All we've got left to do is put the pipe from here to here. So we've got a new bit of pipe. Oh shit, needs cutting down, doesn't it? Because the old one we had, if you remember, was a bit furred. So it's a bit loose on there, so it needs to be up to, let's go for the T. So, okay, so first things first, will she start? Is the smoke? Let's give it a try. Well, there's still a bit of smoke. I still can't hear the turbo spooling up. Let's So yeah, we've still got a bit of smoke, which I'm a bit disappointed about, but I'm not that surprised. But is it as bad as it was before we done all this? Luckily I've got a video from the last video, so let's have a little compare of what it was like. And what it's like now. Anyway, if you found this video at all useful, or you're enjoying watching me suffer with this car, please consider dropping a like, click on subscribe, or maybe even, if you're feeling generous, you can donate £2.50 and buy me a coffee, which I really need, and I might put a bit of whiskey in it, don't tell anybody. But thanks a lot guys, thanks for your support as ever, thanks for watching, over 700 subscribers now. See you in the next video.